Hello and thanks for joining me for this June edition of Local Image. I'm your host, Judy Skeie-voss. Touring White Bear Lake and casting for some fish while they were here in Minnesota made it on the to-do list for a recent group of foreign visitors to the area. The visitors and their interpreter also stopped in at our community media center here in White Bear Lake. They took in a tour and learned all about community television and shared more about the reason for their visit in this Local Image studio interview. So what is it that they're going to do while they're here? I mean, specifically, besides visiting some sites, what are you hoping to accomplish?
I think one of the things that I personally hope they will find useful is tomorrow everyone will be doing some job shadowing in the city of Stillwater and the county of Washington. Okay. And I think that will give an opportunity for people to have a little more in-depth experience and ask personal questions about what's happening.
All right. Sergey is our interpreter today, so he's helping to translate what we're talking about. What have you found so far that is maybe the biggest difference between what you find here and what is in your homeland?
Они все по отдельности присутствуют в управлении этого.
Well, the participatory democracy, how people are actively involved in running the country and running their communities.
Okay. And what is it that you hope to gain from your visit here? For what you are doing personally in your own jobs or community?
Вообще-то мы приехали по программе «Открытый мир».
So we came under the auspices of the Open World program.
Основная наша цель – это сотрудничество
And
с
our
американскими
main goal is to
партнерами.
strengthen cooperation with our American counterparts.
Как Таджикистан является партнер
As you probably know, Tajikistan is the partner of the United States in the struggle against terrorism.
Мы пришли для обмен опытом.
But we came here to learn from the American experience and to share ideas.
Изучение друг друга, работы друг друга.
We want to learn how your government institutions work.
Соединенные Штаты прекрасные города.
And your communities look real beautiful here.
Только нас отличает религия.
Well, religions are different, we are a Muslim country.
Другие все одинаковые.
Well, people are all the same, but certain things can be different as well.
Демократия в Соединенных Штатах и в Таджикистане.
And we're now striving to foster democracy in Tajikistan, and we look at the way democracy works here.
Your independence is relatively, young, 1991, I believe.
Молодое государство, независимое.
6 сентября 20 лет будет.
On September the 6th, we'll celebrate, on the 9th of September, we'll celebrate the 20th anniversary of the independence.
Very cool.
Лично мне этот озеров понравилось. Как в Таджикистане много здесь озеров.
I really fell in love with your lakes, and that reminded me a lot of Tajikistan. We have plenty of lakes in Tajikistan.
I saw some pictures online. Of course, I wanted to see your country. It is beautiful, and I understand it's a real place for adventure seekers.
Там могут быть какие-то приключения, то есть туризм такой интересный.
Lots of beautiful mountains to climb.
Каждый год многие иностранные едут в Таджикистан.
Well, it's a great tourist attraction, so we would welcome more and more tourists to our mountains especially.
What would you say is your biggest challenge right now, being a new democracy?
Что страна молодая, то есть какие самые большие проблемы?
Страна 20 лет уже провела независимость, и нам очень важно, чтобы американские партнеры помогли нам развиваться дальше, развивать
Well,
туризм.
we've had our independence for 20 years. We're building our institutions, but we need investment. We'd like to attract support, especially from our American partners, because we partner in
Так как мы основной союзник Америки против борьбы с
because
терроризмом,
we are major ally in the North to the north from Afghanistan. We helped the U.S. in struggle against
Чтобы
terrorism.
Нам тоже помогли развивать нашу
And
промышленность.
we have a lot of potential in the country,
Сотрудничать в этой
economic
сфере.
potential, but would like to attract business interest to the country.
Very good. What else are you hoping to see while you're
Что вы
here
хотели
in
бы
the
еще
area?
увидеть здесь, в этой стране? Ну вот и здесь, в этом регионе.
Что хорошего есть и
что мы видели.
Oh, we rely on our host. So far it's been great.
Good
We'd like to see all the best that you've got to offer.
Excellent.
And we'd like to learn from your positive examples and from your lessons and learn some lessons as well.
Yes, absolutely. And do you hope to come back again
Вы
sometime?
надеетесь вернуться сюда когда-нибудь еще?
Надеюсь, мы приглашаем американских в Таджикистане.
Now we'd like to invite our American colleagues to visit us in Tajikistan,
Absolutely.
and then we'll see how it works in the future.
Мы хотим развивать наше сотрудничество
We really would like to develop, these relations.
Right.
в области экономики, образования, туризма
Economy, in education especially,
и другие.
in other fields of life.
Is there anything you'd like to leave
Есть ли
with our
что-то,
viewers
что
as far
вы
as,
хотели бы нашим
what kind of a
зрителям
message would you like to
Вот
send
если у
to
вас
the
есть
people
возможность
here in the
что-то
community
передать
and that see this
местным
program
жителям, что им
from your
сказать?
visit?
Ну вот, что бы вы хотели сказать?
от имени всех народов Таджикистана
On behalf of all people in Tajikistan,
передаем огромный привет всем
we'd like
американскому
to send our
народу
best regards to all people living here, to all Americans,
за гостеприимство,
and would like to thank you for your hospitality.
и желаем счастья,
Сотрудничество.
For your
здоровья,
warmth, and would like to wish you every success, good
чтобы
health,
никогда не болели.
and we would like to wish you all the best. May you never fall sick. May your family stay healthy.
And I want to return that
Я
exact
хотел бы
sentiment to you
абсолютно
all.
те же пожелания передать и вам.
Thank you very much.
Спасибо.
Thank you very much. And Beverly, any final comments regarding the league and the visit here and what you'd like folks to know?
I think that there was some trepidation on the part of league members because we have not done something like this before. But I can say even with this short time, everyone has been thrilled to be a part of this program, has made new friends, permanent new friends. Now we might not see each other very often, but you're always going to be in our hearts.
And thank you for coming on our show today. And again, you can see it online, so we want you to be our Facebook friends.
Быть нашими друзьями на Фейсбуке.
Okay?
Thank you.
All right. Thanks so much and best wishes.
Спасибо.
Well, everyone knows White Bear Lake is fun year-round, but that fun really amps up come summertime, and it all kicks off in June with Manitou Days and Market Fest, and I have all the people working behind the scenes on these great events, and they're here to tell me all about it. And of course, we have our good buddy Bill Fassard. Welcome.
How fun to see you today.
Another great day here in White Bear Lake.
It's incredible. We're celebrating our 43rd annual Manitou Days, and it starts on June 16th with Market Fest.
And it goes through
July 4th with the fireworks.
Okay, so there's a ton of stuff going on. We don't have a lot of time, so we have to whip through all this. What are you in charge of this year?
Due to the beach dance, working, that's right after the parade down at the beach, Memorial Beach. Rags is playing.
Rags.
And it's so much fun.
Love
It's just
Rags.
families, it's family friendly, so come join us at the beach dance.
We will. What else should we do?
We are working on the, I'm the co-chair, Bob Morse, co-chair
Yeah.
for the Manitou Days Parade for 2011. And I'm working on, oh gosh, we've got over 100 units that'll be in there. That starts at 6:30 p.m. in downtown White Bear Lake. This year our theme is Stars, Stripes, and Bears.
Okay.
And we're going to be celebrating our soldiers that have served the United States of America and gave us the
Excellent.
freedom and liberty we
Very,
needed.
very
So
good.
I've got 5 Grand Marshals all representing the branches of the military, and they're all World War II veterans. Can you imagine?
Very cool.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Their stories are unbelievable.
And that's on Friday night,
Correct.
June
17th.
17th on
17th.
Friday at 6:30.
And of course, The Pickle Bucket Boat Race.
Nicely
is
done.
Fun. And you know,
Nicely done.
do you have to come wearing your buckets?
Not at all, but you can certainly come and be a spectator, or there is still also time for people to build their own boats. It's going to be at the Ramsey Beach, put on or sponsored by the White Bear Lake Lions Club, and people will build their boats out of the flotation devices of buckets.
Okay.
And from there, you just get as creative and have as much fun as you want.
Is there a website for more details on what's involved
Sure,
in that?
picklebucketboatrace.com or White Bear Lions Club.org will get you.
And people get very creative with this.
Correct.
Don't they?
There's been one was a spider that was close to 8 feet off the ground, and there was a bucket on each leg. So yeah, people have had a lot of fun with it so far. Third annual.
Very good. All right, and then something new this year that you want to tell us about.
Something new here on the shores of White Bear Lake. We're bringing together a first ever barbecue throwdown. It's going to be a rib cook-off, and we're looking for judging not only on the tasting of the ribs, but we want showmanship. So we want 15 groups of chefs, not only cooking, but looking the part or acting the part. So we're going to have a lot of fun.
Creativity counts.
Creativity, showmanship is really what we're after.
And that's happening right here.
That's going to happen right here on July 2nd. That's Saturday. Wednesdays at Tally's, we've got live music.
Excellent.
And then throughout the week, 2 weeks, we've got fishing with kids through as well.
That's great.
So,
and I understand you guys are providing the meat.
The meat will be provided
ribs.
from CJ Hooks. And there will be a cash prize.
But it's so cool what you do too with all the kids with fishing. I mean, fishing is in our backyard, and just teaching kids how to fish it's so cool.
Come enjoy the lake. It's beautiful.
And then, of course, something that continues past the July 4th event is Market Fest.
We are the kickoff for Manitou Days. And then we continue on for 7 Thursday nights from 6 to 9 p.m., June 16th through July 28th. And you come down, we have 2 stages of music, over 150 vendors, and it's just fun for the entire family. Everybody enjoys Market Fest.
And there, you said there's like 50 events. I know there's
events.
also a pet parade, right?
That's on
one
Saturday.
of the days. I mean, that's just awesome.
castle,
Something for everybody, right?
lots.
Fabulous.
Sandcastle.
Yes. And then also on Saturday the 18th, some of those different events is the Antique Boat Show.
Oh, that's
That is right along
Yes.
here. It's incredible.
Very
it's
cool.
the largest or the second largest in the state now. But the boats are, I mean, the old crisscross, and it's just so White Bear.
You have
and then
to
the
see
shopping
them.
center has different events going on, so there's events for everybody. It's all community. So come on, celebrate the community.
Again, you know, it's always fun in White Bear Lake, but it really does truly amp up in June and July. I mean, it just, you can come here and just feel the excitement and the vibe, and and it's right here, you know, in the Twin Cities area. You don't have to go that far to have a lot of fun, right?
You know what's so cool too is the music all around. Every night there's music somewhere. If it's Wednesday night at Tally's, music on the lake, Market Fest on Thursday night, Friday nights, there's something going on for music, for entertainment, someplace in White Bear.
Anything else you want to add for the folks who maybe have never been to any of these events before?
You have to come down and experience White Bear. There's no other place like White Bear.
True. I
And
agree.
the people, you look at the history of the town, 150-year-old community. Old downtown, quaint downtown, but it's everyone working together. The community, I mean, every week now, people are meeting 40 plus people to make this all happen.
Big
and it's just
effort.
celebrating our community of White Bear.
Now, what do water bottles, colored t-shirts, basketballs, drum beats, and lots of little tennis shoes have in common? Well, all of these things and more were in use or on display at Vadnais Heights Elementary School. The school is the first and only school in the Twin Cities to host a mini relay, a youth event to fight cancer. Their event, titled Footprints for Life, took place on the school's playground, and Local Image was there to capture the colors of this important community event.
Today we are here to learn about cancer, and we're going to learn about how we can fight back. We have been teaching kids about 4 healthy habits: nutrition, no smoking, exercise, and sun protection. We have stations based on those 4 healthy habits, and then we have a lot of physical activity stations. We have I believe it's over 40 high schoolers that are here, so they'll be doing cheerleading with the kids. We have a student sister doing hip hop, and just football, soccer, basketball. And then we'll be doing 2 laps, and we have around here, around the school. One thing we've noticed is that people, I don't think, realize how big it is. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of people coming. Yeah, and just excitement.
Exercise and eating healthy. We've talked about that in the news every day. And even if it's only 15 minutes or so, just getting exercise every day helps. Woohoo!
No.
Congratulations to the staff and students at Vadnais Heights Elementary School and all of those people who helped make the impressive Footprints for Life event such a great success. Now, we turn to another topic of importance in our communities, that of homelessness. It's hard to believe that perhaps some of those kids walking around the track at the elementary school could actually be or be faced with homelessness. But the reality is that homelessness is growing in our suburban communities. The average age of a homeless child in Minnesota is only 7 years old. And understanding the issues behind homelessness and learning about what local help is available to those in need is the focus of this Local Image segment.
Our mission is to prevent and end homelessness for families with children through housing, resources, and opportunity. So our goal, of course, is that no child has to go without a home. Within the past 5 or so years, family homelessness has just exploded. In fact, the school districts recently reported in suburban Ramsey County more than 200% increase in the number of homeless students in their school districts. Last year, we turned away 2,000 people. You know, and that's a little bit, that's almost the same number that we served in 20 years here, which we were very proud of, you know, being able to serve that many adults and children, but we turned away that many in just 1 year. Unfortunately, we structure our services in a way, we being the community and the county, we structure it in a way that we have to wait until families are in absolute crisis before we can help them. And that's not right. I mean, if we can keep a child and a family in their home, that is so much more cost effective to us as a community. And it's certainly much better for that family and that child to stay in their home. We have evidence that shows that supportive housing is far more effective and far less costly than homelessness and all the emergency services that go with that. Renter income has declined in the past decade or two. You know, so people have much less earning power than they used to have. And at the same time, housing costs have risen dramatically. It's really considered to be affordable if housing is no more than 30% of your income. So when you're hitting 50% or even more, you're really at risk. There are also reasons that are more health related. You know, people who have chemical dependency, or mental health issues, or kids with special needs, learning disabilities, physical disabilities. You know, that makes it even harder for someone to find and maintain a home. Particularly women with children, a lot of them are homeless because they're fleeing domestic violence and they don't have other options other than shelter or programs like ours. We have a couple of different programs. The one that is most visible is our East Metro Place program in White Bear Lake. We're right next to Century College. We have a 35-unit apartment building here. And mostly 2 and 3 bedroom units, but we do have a couple of smaller and larger units. And then our staffing is here on site, so we're very accessible for whatever services they need. We are serving typically a pretty high need client. So it's usually a woman. We do serve men, single dads, 2-parent families. We've served grandparents who have custody. So however a family defines themselves, we'll serve them. Most of the families that we work with need a level of support and assistance that takes them, that can help them move forward in their lives. A lot of our families go to Century College, or maybe they're finishing up their diploma or GED. And so we can help them with tutoring services. We have a wonderful after-school program for our kids. Kids who experience homelessness, they're very uncertain of their environments. Kids need safety and security above all else, and that's been ripped out. We've seen over the past several years is an increase in the number of very young children that are living at our East Metro Place program, and early childhood learning is so important. We all know that. And a lot of these kids, maybe even most of these kids, they start kindergarten far behind their peers. So we're really trying to find ways to partner with others in the community to make sure that those kids get into preferably all-day preschool so that they absolutely can start right alongside their peers when they go to kindergarten. We have this wonderful after-school program, one-on-one with volunteers from the community. It's led by a former elementary school teacher, so she really knows what she's doing, in helping the kids. We offer dialectical behavior therapy, or DBT, which is a life skills training program that uses mindfulness and other types of emotion regulation. We call them tools to help people learn how to manage their emotions. When you've been living in crisis and chaos, or for most of our families, you've grown up in abusive environments or unsafe environments. You have been living in survival mode for so many years. Those skills have kept you going, but they're not the same skills that are going to help you be effective as an employee in the workplace, or as a parent in the school system, or as a neighbor in your community. And so we want to help teach people new skills that help them develop better relationships with themselves, with their children, with other people. And this is a program that we've been building over the past 3 years. It's been extremely effective. We have an employment and education program that we started about 3.5 years ago that has more than doubled the number of people who are enrolled enrolled in school and or working. We've got parenting classes that again help parents help their children deal with the effects of divorce and death and homelessness, and again all of these traumas that they're going through. It's not enough to just provide the housing. It doesn't work if you only provide the housing. Fortunately, we're very strong financially right now. We have about 1/3 of our funding comes from the government, maybe closer to 40%, about 1/3 from foundation grants and 1/3 from the community and United Way and investments, things like that. We had a great community event on May 4th called Every Family Needs a Home breakfast, and that's our big annual fundraiser. I mean, we're not in the business of raising money from the community, but we rely on the community for our support. So we have one big fundraiser every year, and it just seems to get better every year. We had a wonderful Master of Ceremonies, T. Michael Rambo, who's a very well-known, performer in the Twin Cities, and we were really honored that he performed at our event.
So to that end, I just wanted to let you know that your light is important to this room and to the mission that happens today. And so, I say to you, this little light of mine. Come on, y'all. I'm gonna let it. Don't be scared. Say on, everybody. This little light. What is that? Clapping time? I love it. I'm gonna. This little light. This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Oh, they walking in.
And so that's helped us through the years of staying very viable. But you know, just last week we found out we lost a big Ramsey County grant, and you know, that really starts hurting our programs. All of our funding is on the table right now. If we lose all of it, I don't know what we're going to do. We have amazing volunteers. We really do. We have about 400 volunteers, and they do everything from after-school tutoring to helping out in our gardens to painting the walls, serving food at community meals. You know, it can be almost helping out in the office. I mean, it can be almost anything that you want to do. We have a monthly tour called the Home at Last Tour, and it's here at East Metro Place in White Bear. And that's a great way for people to learn about the issue of homelessness, to learn about East Metro Women's Council, maybe find out different ways to get involved with us. And we have those every second Tuesday of the month at 5:30. And it's only 1 hour, but it's a great way to spend your evening because it's we not only tour the program, but again, we always try to have one of our clients speak to the people who attend to let them know a little bit about, you know, what it's been like for them and where they're going in their lives. And it's very inspiring. Homelessness is a community problem, and it's going to take a community solution.
Well, we're just about out of time for this month's program, but we'll leave you with an update on a story we did last month featuring a Norwegian pram boat built by the Transition Program and Wells North students along with urban boat builders. The 12-foot Norwegian pram, hand-built by the students using only screws and no adhesive, was launched on May 20th. And just as hoped, the boat floats, and it will be raffled off with proceeds benefiting the 916 Education Foundation. The raffle drawing will be held on July 12th, and you can visit 916educationfoundation.org for more details. And you can visit us for more great local stories next month. And as always, I do thank you for watching Local Image.